Yo, the Moonveil Katana is amazing. Even though it has the same moveset as the starting katana, the weapon skill, Transcient Moonlight, is anything but ordinary, and is very useful. Now, I'm not a Soulsborne expert, but I have been having a lot of fun with this weapon and picked up on a few nuances that I thought might be helpful for all of you if you were deciding on using the Moonveil Katana or not. First things first, it scales heavily off of dex and intelligence, so if you're going for a magic dexterity build, this weapon is perfect for you. Ashes of War in this game can be equipped onto many weapons. You cannot equip it onto unique weapons, and the Moonveil Katana is one such weapon. Luckily for us, at least comparing it with the Getsuga Katana, it seems that the natural scaling of int and dex is much higher than if you were to change the Getsuga Katana with a magic Ashes of War. And also, luckily for us, the Transcient Moonlight weapon skill is simply amazing. On the surface, it looks like a basic katana unsheath Ashes of War. However, when you press your attack button, whether it's your normal light attack or your heavy charge attack, you will get two different slashes that produces a magical arc beam. The horizontal slash is the light version, and the charge version is the downward slash that sends a vertical beam. The vertical slash has a ton of stagger, as you've seen in some of the earlier clips, and also, if you don't target an enemy, you can manually aim the beam. Whether it's a horizontal or a vertical slash, you can aim it based on where your camera is facing at the time of launch. So in some scenarios, it is better to just not lock onto an enemy, so that way you can shoot at a varied angle to hit multiple enemies. And of course, the awesome thing about this skill is that it pierces. So if an enemy is not using a magic resistant shield, or there are enemies lined up together vertically or horizontally, and you use the right one, it will go through all of them as long as it reaches. This gives you great crowd control, and as well as some potential staggering ability if the enemy you are facing, a human enemy, is not expecting a moonlight beam to shoot out of your sword. And of course, that makes it really awesome just because katanas all look really similar, and you can't really tell at a glance what kind of katana somebody's using unless it's one of the weirder ones that you'll find later on in the game. And yes, of course, this katana does magical damage with its normal slashes. You may still bounce off of some of the rockier, more hard surface enemies. However, you'll still do a lot of damage, which is really nice. And it seems that at least the Transcient Moonlight can pierce through shields and do damage if the shield is not magical resistant, which is really nice. I do have a clip where I did get guard countered by an NPC. But I'm not sure if I didn't get punished because it's an NPC or because the Transcient Moonlight is really weird and awesome. I'm pretty sure you can parry the Moonlight slash. However, I think it's weird because it has two hits. It has the physical slash itself and then the magical beam that hits. So maybe he guard countered the magical hit but didn't hit my physical sword, so I didn't get punished, which is actually really nice if you ever go into PvP, because now you can kind of trick people with your range, right? So they might be trying to parry you, but you're just out of range and the magical beam hits them and bam. They just got Getsuga Tensho in the face. And yeah, I really love this weapon. I didn't expect to build this weapon really. I was going for a totally different build. I got this really early exploring a dungeon that I probably shouldn't have been in, and yeah, I love it. It's really nice and it lets you unleash your inner weeb. Anyways, my name is Varsona. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you all in the next video.